About to see was not a staged Hollywood chase. It was a real-life pursuit through the narrow corridors of Osasco, Brazil. Some have hailed it as the best police chase footage of all time. It began when a motorcyclist and his passenger were seen popping wheelies and speeding through the crowded streets. A motorcycle officer tried to pull them over, but this daredevil had other ideas. He hit the throttle and led our officers on a nail-biting 6-minute chase through the main streets and back alleys of Sao Paulo. The driver weaves through traffic, takes tight turns, and does everything he can to shake the police. But, as talented as this biker is, the officer is just as good. Things get tighter when he turns down narrow one-way roads. Is it worth his life or somebody else's to catch these two? No, but he's not giving up that easily. Unfortunately, things were only going to get more dangerous. Just watch how close they come to clipping this bus. Police in these tight Brazilian cities rely on highly trained motorcycle cops to catch criminals. Imagine trying to catch this biker in a squad car. You'd have lost him in a heartbeat. The danger cranks up another level as traffic gets tighter. Our biker is also coming up on a red light and doesn't plan on stopping. Our officer was so close, but the biker got away again. At this point, he realizes he'll have to do something drastic to shake this cop. If he can't lose him on the streets, maybe he can ditch him in the neighborhoods. It almost worked. Had our biker hit that turn, he could have gunned it down the alley while the cop bumbled down the stairs. But all good things must end, even the world's most incredible police chase we have ever seen. Based on his skill, fearlessness, and knowledge of the city, we don't think this was our driver's first high-speed chase. It will likely be his last, though. It's sad, since both of these men could have made a decent living as Hollywood stunt drivers. Replace that cop with James Bond, and you're looking at an instant classic. July 12th of 2023. Police are in pursuit of two Teslas that decided today was a good day for a street race. Both cars, traveling over 90 miles per hour, were heading toward an Arkansas State police officer. They split his cruiser, one Tesla passing on the right and the other on the left. The right Tesla took an exit and vanished, leaving the left Tesla to deal with the police. The high-powered smart car quickly pulls away as other officers join the pursuit. It takes our officer over 90 seconds to catch up, which can feel like forever in pursuit time. Up ahead, his fellow officer has stopped traffic in the left two lanes, forcing the Tesla right over police spike strips.
Looks like 24 is with it.
Line traffic stopping up here, be careful.
Looks like they parked it.
Now you might be asking, why doesn't it stop the car right away? Police spike strips are designed to prevent blowouts. In most cases, the spikes are hollow, detachable pieces of metal. They get stuck in the suspect's tire, allowing air to release over time. According to one manufacturer, deflation takes between 12 and 20 seconds. But that doesn't mean the pursuit ends in 20 seconds. This Tesla proves that pretty quickly. He keeps running, even with 4 spiked tires. It does, however, keep him from hitting top speed, which allows our officer to go in for a pit maneuver.
Go again.
All right.
It was close, but he'll have to try again. He gets into position further up, but aborts the pit when other cars get too close. Trying it there would have been incredibly reckless and could have gotten somebody hurt. Thankfully, another opportunity was about to present itself.
CBI, successful 24, get it.
I got it, he's busting that tire.
Now let's see what that looked like from the trailing officer's perspective.
He got it. He hit 24's car. I rammed him. You good?
You can see where the Tesla lost its back right tire. Had the rubber stayed on, he might have recovered and kept driving. He wouldn't have lasted much longer, though, not on 4 flats. Police took both suspects into custody without incident. The driver had paid his cousin $500 to rent the Tesla for him. They were heading to Dallas for his birthday, but now they'll be spending it behind bars. He was charged with reckless driving, aggravated assault, and unauthorized use of a vehicle. There's a reason they don't let people under 25 rent cars. It's because they do stupid stuff like this. Besides pit maneuvers and spike strips, police have one more tool in their arsenal that's made catching criminals even easier. It is simply called the grappler. It's safer than a pit and more reliable than spikes. Police in Hollywood, California used one on December 26th of 2023 to catch a pair of teenage carjackers in a stolen Camaro. Apparently, they hadn't gotten the one they asked for that Christmas.
Heading out, Emma.
The grappler is like a portable net attached to a police car's front bumper. The netting is a high-strength yellow tether. All the cop has to do is ram the net under the suspect's back tire. It gets caught in the tether, connecting the suspect's car and the cruiser. From there, it's like reeling in a fish. On September 22nd of 2022, police in Arizona used the grappler to save an innocent woman from her disgruntled attacker. As the story goes, 39-year-old Amy got drunk and thought she was driving behind her ex-husband. We assume there's bad blood between them because she started ramming the back of his car. Only this wasn't her ex. It was an innocent lady who had no idea what was happening. Even with police on her tail, Amy kept ramming this poor lady's car. That's when they deployed the grappler and reeled her in like a drunken tuna. Amy was arrested for aggravated assault and booked on $100,000 bond. Thankfully, the woman she kept ramming didn't suffer any injuries, even though Amy was allegedly going over 100 miles per hour. Maybe next time she'll just try marriage counseling. Jõgeva County is one of 15 states that make up the country of Estonia. It's relatively new in the grand scheme of things, having only been incorporated in January of 1990. It's home to about 28,000 people and one intoxicated man who met the wrong end of police spike strips. It was May 1st, just after 7 p.m. Local police were called about a man who had gotten drunk and decided to go for a drive. His reckless joyride quickly turned into a high-speed pursuit through the county. He sealed his fate after turning down a narrow 2-lane road. Police were waiting with spike strips ready to deploy. They watch as the car approaches. Once he's about to pass them, the officer throws out the spike strip. It was the perfect shot. The spike strips hit the suspect's tire, forcing him to pull over shortly after. His tires look more like deflating balloons. It's unclear what became of the driver and how long he'd been running from police. We can assume they'd been chasing him for a while. It's not like cops automatically resort to spike strips when the chase begins. The spike strips come in many shapes and sizes. They'll typically feature a collection of 1 to 3-inch metal teeth pointed straight up. Police use portable ones that they can quickly throw across the road like this. Ideally, they can pull them back without hitting any innocent drivers. In all, these Estonian officers did a pretty good job. On August 16th of 2020, police in Daytona Beach, Florida, pulled 24-year-old Kevin Morales over for speeding. But Kevin wasn't sticking around for a ticket. He hit the gas, leading police on a high-speed chase down I-4. A helicopter kept an eye on Kevin while officers got into position with spike strips. Thanks to this skillful pilot, police kept up with his blue Honda hatchback and eventually got this speed demon off the road. It did take a few tries, though.
Yep, next car coming to you, outside lane.
We got him.
Did you guys hit him or not?
Down there.
Spiking a suspect's car isn't as easy as it sounds. You can tell how hard the timing is when someone is speeding over 100 miles per hour. This isn't a video game where cops deploy strips across the road. They must time it perfectly to hit the suspect's vehicle while avoiding collateral damage. Up ahead, police set up for another spike attempt. Meanwhile, Kevin tries to fake them out by taking the exit, but the helicopter keeps the police hot on his tail. Let's see if this second spike strip does the job.
Negative, he's passing. Hey, stand by, he might be getting off here. He's exiting onto Saxon. Okay, he's not going westbound. He's either going eastbound or he's going to continue.
ditch in under I-4.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I got
continuing westbound. He's not taking the exit onto Saxon.
The officer under the bridge thinks he hit Kevin. If he didn't, a third officer was waiting up ahead just to make sure.
Okay, he's in the on-ramp to I-4 right there.
Good job.
Nobody lasts very long after driving over 2 spike strips. At this point, Kevin is running on borrowed time. Still, that didn't stop him from weaving in and out of control and risking people's lives. Luckily, nobody was too close when Kevin lost control.
Chris, get ready. Make sure you're behind cover, buddy. What's the status on Central Central?
They've got the information. We don't know who's en route yet.
Okay, he's spinning out, guys. Looks like his tire just went out. He's just lost control. He's off to the median.
62 Central. He's signal 4. Signal 12. Signal 12. He's continuing south.
They almost got him, but the chase was back on. Moments later, though, Kevin put his car in the swamp.
It appears to have it under control mostly. It got a slight weave in it, but he's still center lane westbound. Looks like normal speed almost. All right, he's off. He's off again, spinning. He's off. He's in the water. In the water, right-hand side.
Units, you're covering each other. Air 1, car into the water.
Affirmative. He's off to the right in the water. He's in the ditch. They have not exited yet. Doors open, but he has not exited.
All right, guys, just about to bail. Get our cover.
Okay, you got one white male coming out the driver's side. He's not running. There's also another person inside the vehicle.
Show me your hands! Hands! Step away from the car! Step away from the car! Hands up! Hands up!
Guys, calling out to you.
Face away! Face away!
10-3, felony stop.
Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up in the car! Pull open your shirt! Pull up your shirt!
Police swarmed the car and ordered Kevin to walk backward toward them. He was eventually charged with reckless driving, driving without a license, and resisting arrest. As for his passenger, she seemed to care more about her phone. She made the dumb decision of tucking it into her waist instead of dropping it. What do you think that looks like to an officer standing 20 to 30 feet away? She, however, was not charged with any crimes.